Hello, welcome to another post from Dr. Blake's Healing Soul. Today we're going to talk about Achilles tendon rehabilitation. So this is when you've injured your Achilles and you're beginning to strengthen it. So at some point the physical therapist is going to have you start doing heel raises. Heel raises will strengthen the Achilles tendon, and it has to be done in two positions, one with the knee straight and one with the knee bent. So you test the patient by having them do two-sided, which gives 50% weight on both feet, heel raises in those two positions. You always have them stabilize themselves because this is not a balancing exercise. It's really important that they're stabilizing. And so I'm going to ask the patient to show me how to do two positional double-sided heel raises. So here she's going up and down with both. And the most important thing to remember is this should be slow. You can see that her heels are going up and down very, very slowly. And I always tell people that when you go up, try to get it down by tomorrow. So that's the emphasis, is really slow to get the eccentric firing. So you test them going up and down, two positional with the knee straight, and then you test them with the knee bent, and that gets the soleus muscles. So you have to bend the knee about 20 degrees or so to activate the soleus and take the gastrocnemius, the more powerful calf muscle, off. And you can see it's a much harder exercise. She has to sort of sit down on her pelvis and just work, keeping the knees bent, just work the Achilles tendon and calf muscles. So for some people, two-sided is too much. So they're not ready for it. So what you have them do is find a book about an inch and a half, and put that book under their heel so that they can, again, you can see Pat is stabilizing herself. And so the book goes under the heel to take tension off the Achilles, and then they do the exact same from that. So that sometimes enables them to start doing weight-bearing exercises. So she's doing her, first her straight knee, then her bent knee. And, the therapist may change, the amount, but, without the guidance of a therapist, build up to, 100 with the knee straight and 50 with the knee bent. When you can do that with whatever height of book, try to lower the book thickness down. And of course, the goal is to be on the ground eventually. So a lot of times patients need this help with the elevation of the heel. So once you don't need the book, you're on the ground and you're doing your two-sided toe raises, then you're going to start leaning onto the bad side. So for Pat, it's her right side. So she's going to lean over and slowly work. You should never have pain at all. And that's why you may need to do this with your foot taped. You may need to do it with the book, and eventually wean off that. So she's leaning to her injured side, and you can go very slowly, week after week, lean a little bit more. And again, everything's done in both positions, both straight leg and bent knee. And eventually you should be able to get where you're just touching with the uninjured side, and it's almost a complete single leg balancing exercise. So you can see pad is just sort of, she's working her injured side, the right side, and she's just touching down a little bit, part for stability on her left side. Okay, then you're going to do the next phase. You're going to go up with both feet. You disengage the uninjured side, and then you slowly go down, very slowly go down with, so you go up with both, and then down with the injured side. Up with both, and then slowly go down. And again, this is pain related. Some days, anytime you're dealing with strength, some days you're going to be stronger than others. I like any strengthening exercises to be done in the evening so you can fatigue the muscle, rest it all night, and the next day you've actually gained some strength. And instead of doing it in the morning, and then you have to carry around this tired muscle all day, and you're more prone for injury. And of course, this next phase is done in both positions. So if you could do, say you could do 10 with the knee straight, try to do 5 with the knee bent. That's the ratio of strength of the gastroc and soleus. About the gastroc, the big calf muscle on the outside, is twice as strong as the weaker soleus. Okay, so then we're ready for single leg. So single leg, again, we're gonna, now a lot of times before I have the patient actually do their single leg, I have them do double leg, like 20 to warm up. So, and they can walk around the block to warm it up. They can, but I like them to do, say, 20 double leg, and then they disengage the uninjured side, and they're going to do the single leg heel raises. Again, up slow, down slow, but the down is the slowest. So down is more important than up, and in terms of eccentric contractions, which a lot of people think is the most important, and it's better to go slow than fast with these. And it's really important to touch your heel down on the ground every time. So we build the patient. The gold standard for this, where we think they have a pretty good Achilles tendon, is 25 single leg with the knee straight, and about 12 to 13 with the knee bent, that 50% ratio. So I hope this has helped you, or will help you, in rehabbing an Achilles injury. And remember, stay balanced. It's not a balance exercise. Do not go through pain, and this progression should be very safe for you, and help with the times you're not in physical therapy. All right, thank you very much.